Alright, round one. We have the choice. We'll play first. Definitely slam keeping this. Looking really good. We get to go Castellan into Wardens, which is pretty insane, or just Castellan into Celestial Flare, if the case presents itself. But yeah, Rogue's Passage is looking pretty nasty and good with a hand with some renown. Let us see what we're up against. Alright, don't quite need to reveal the forest just yet. Not that it's a big deal. Yeah, now we get to go Castellan into Tactician's quite good. Could get clashed here. Alright, no clash, very good. Blue is still pretty good against the Renown plan, though. They get to bounce and stuff, you know? Like that. I still think we're looking pretty good. And we get to keep Rogue's Passage a secret for a little bit longer, which is nice too. Ram Roller, alright. Not too intimidated by that. Leave up the fake Enshrouding Mist. Okay. He got us there. Good value, but no biggie. We're going to follow up with Wardens and figure it out from there. Question is, do I want to block a Ram Roller since he has to attack? I don't know. I mean, I think so. Yeah, I think so, because if he has, why can't I think of the name? I've only played the card 1,000 times. If he has the 1-drop red spell that deals 2 to damage, basically what I'm trying to say is he's got spell mastery, so he can deal 3 damage to my Wardens anyway. So I think that means we do block. I mean, I guess I can Celestial Flare too, but I want to use that. I don't know if I want to use that here. Guess he has Chandra's Fury mana. Not sure if I want to play around that. I did telegraph Celestial Flare quite a bit here too, but disperse for days. All right. I mean, I guess I can Celestial Flare. I kind of feel willing to take 2 damage, but if he's playing Ram Roller, I mean, there's a decent chance he's got like Gear Crafter and Aspiring Aeronaut. I guess we just force it. We just kill it. Like, another reason to do this is I have the Rogue's Passage, so even if he has follow-up defensive creatures, I can push through damage with Wardens, you know? Scrapskin Drake's certainly not that intimidating. Alright, so now we get to play Wardens plus Servitor. We still don't have to show him the Rogue's Passage, which I think is in our best interest. Certainly might change his decision-making process if he sees a Rogue's Passage. Like, now he's much more highly motivated to play some blocker for Wardens. Whereas before, maybe he would use some removal spell or something. But looks like he's going to use removal anyway. But we do have the... Caustic Caterpillar out of sideboard. Hey, Foundry of the Councils. That's a good one. Let's go Tactician here. Yeah, I mean, I could just crack a Foundry. I don't love that, though. I think we just get a 3/3 on the board. It's pretty big here. Get in for 3 damage. Definitely winning the race at this point. And we continue to not have to show our opponent Rogue's Passage. Okay. Gear Crafter's pretty good. Not too intimidated by that. I still would trade a Servitor for half of a Gear Crafter. I think an extra card wouldn't really do us any harm. He might just want to trade the... Well, that was a good draw. All right, let's just slam dunk damage in here. He's got one card left in hand, too. Could have pre-combated the Sentinel, but I don't know what he would draw that I would care about too much. I think we just play Rogue's Passage and Sentinel here. I can pay for Clash of Wills, which is why I played the land before playing the spell. Epiphany, 4 full value, so pretty good for him there. We're still looking good, though. I could have played Gorger because it pushes through more damage, but I like keeping his Scrapskin Drake at bay. I'm trying to think how bad multiple disperses are against us. They're pretty good. I think I'm going to pretty strongly consider taking out Grasp of the Hieromancer now. I don't like it very much against main deck multiple disperses. And we'll bring in the Caterpillar for that, I think. Warhorn, yeah, it's not too intimidating. So he's got to deal with the Sentinel. We're definitely blocking if he attacks. Yeah. So what has he got? What does he have? Pretty tempted to block. I mean, I gotta be honest. But I can't imagine he makes this attack unless he's got... Like, why did he not attack with the Drake then? I'm trying to think. I mean, if he has like another Lightning Javelin, do I want to block here? I guess not. I mean, I guess we'll take it. I mean, maybe I can't imagine that's a bluff. I just don't know what I'm playing around. I think it's Lightning Javelin. Okay. That's actually fine. Shrouding Mist. That's good. All right. Let's could get in with Sentinel. I can untap. No, it's not Renowned. I can't do that. Okay. So, one card left in my opponent's hand. I feel like I can pretty safely take one more hit, although it is 5 damage. I might just want to play Gorger and pass. I probably do that. The reason to do this is my late game plan is just so phenomenal right now that I don't see the need to continue the race. Like he can't attack into my guy. He could tempo me with something if he top decks it, but having a Gorger now is going to let me pressure more. This turn I get to keep both his guys back. And then next turn I can do Foundry and swing in with both. All right, Scout lets him get in with Drake, but not with Thopter. All right, I'm definitely blocking Thopter. Like, he's not gonna... He's not going to intimidate me when I've got Shrouding Mist up. Did he think I wasn't going to block this time? He already showed me the Lightning Javelin. All right, this is just sick play for us. Just all the values. All right. We swing for a lot of damage, and we get to leave up Foundry of the Councils, too. All right. No need to drop the planes. And next turn, we just kill him with Rogue's Passage. Yeah. All right. Got our opponent. His deck looks good, though. Warhorn is the only, kind of sketchy one. But if he's got plenty of token producers beyond Gearcrafter, if he's rocking Aspiring Aeronauts and stuff, I could see Warhorn being brutal. Multiple Lightning Javelins and a Fiery Impulse, so he's got some good burn spells. Like I said, I think we're just going to drop Grasp because of multiple Disperse. We'll bring in the Caterpillar because getting rid of Claustrophobia seems good. I could do the Ascetic as well. Is there something I would want to drop for Ascetic? I could drop a Vial for Ascetic. This is all under the presumption that he has multiple either claustrophobias or some other enchantment I can't think of. How much do I love Vial? I think it's pretty good. Bringing in a couple 1/1s could be sketchy. I probably just need a Caterpillar, and I'm fine after that. Yeah, I think everything else seems pretty good. Let's try this on for size. Yeah, that's a nice hand. No green mana yet, but being able to free blade into Flare is pretty nice. No way to dodge a Fiery Impulse, but that's okay. If I drew an Enshrouding Mist next turn, then I'm kind of curious if I would. I probably would, actually. All right. Well, we're just going to drop a Free Blade, see if we get Fiery Impulsed here. Or Clashed. Okay. He had the Impulse, but I don't know what... There was no... I mean, I'm not going to dodge a Fiery Impulse the whole game, so I think it had to be done. This would be a great turn to top deck a green mana. Celestial Flare, I think, is going to be pretty lackluster in this match, too. But I don't have any other real options here, so... I mean, I could have Viled first, I guess. But it wasn't... I mean, it didn't matter. I wasn't going to be able to play Castellan anyway. All right. He's looking pretty good here. So we go to 15. 3 cards left in his hand. Let's just drop Castellan and pass. Don't want him to tempo us out with Disperse here, but we'll see. If he swings with both, we obviously take it. We have Vial to swing back with Castellan, but like I said earlier, especially a deck main decking multiple disperse, our Renown plan is not going to be nearly as sexy. Opponent's got a solid brew going here, and he's got a great start going on his turn progression. Impulsing our Freeblade into Gearcrafter, into Warhorn, into Javelin is just a really solid turn progression. I don't think it's worth busting Vial just yet, but we might have to pretty soon here. I guess I go Orchard Spirit and Flare now. Flare's not going to get better this game, so I think we just leave it up. It sucks. I mean, it really does suck flaring for a Thopter token. It's pretty horrible, but I just don't feel like Flare's getting much better. All right. I don't know why he didn't attack with the Gearcrafter. Yeah, Aeronaut's a big, horrible problem, but I can't do anything, so we gotta just draw like magic here. Bad draw, unfortunately, but nothing to be done about it. So, do I have to make horrible trades yet? I feel like I probably do. I do have to make horrible trades, but unfortunately I'm just taking 4 in the air every turn. I'm rapidly running out of time. Getting beat by Warhorn is unfortunate. I don't know what to do here. I can't race. I can't profitably be defensive. Like, taking 4 a turn is absolutely unacceptable. I'm going to be busting Vial. All right, I guess we attack. I don't like it. I really don't, but this is just this is a really tough game. It's a really difficult, challenging game. Opponent had some pretty excellent plays. And we're getting, well, not horribly flooded, but our opponent, I feel like, well, maybe didn't see more spells than we did. I guess our opponent's quality of spells just happened to be very well matched against ours. Yeah, it's horrible. I don't know what to do about it. Opponent's just got some really good plays here. We're in a really difficult spot. I don't know what to do. I basically need to see some flyers, or Hitchclaw Recluse would be a great top deck since I could go Tactician Recluse. But we're getting tempoed out here pretty horribly. Him having the follow-up play there is absolutely brutal. That was just brutal. So I think I have to Swift Reckoning a flyer. Play a Tactician and pass. And do some trading with his ground guys. I don't like that our opponent has more cards in hand than we do either. That's rough. I mean, he has significantly less lands, but looks like he's able to function on 4 pretty effectively. And a grip full of 3 spells is extremely worrisome. All right, Epiphany for full value. Epiphany's fantastic in his deck just from the sheer quantity of artifacts we've seen already. I think he gets to get in with Thopter too. We take some damage. Looking for a Recluse, looking for a Responder works. We are certainly not out of the woodwork, though. We got some. We got our work cut out for us here. We got to take another 2, putting us at 2 life, which means we're dead to a lightning javelin. Not hyper confident about this game. He also has another disperse. Our expensive game is just seemingly awful in this matchup just because of how much we have to pay. I wish I had more early game. See, another issue is Mighty Leap's not good in this match. I'm almost thinking... I mean, I've got the out for Warhorn, but I need to see my Caterpillar, I guess. Our removal sucks in this match, actually. Like, Swift Reckoning hits half... Both of our removal spells hit half of his cards. Like, I wish there was a way I could splash for Chandra's Fury, because we have one. It seems like a card that would be really nice in this match, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, if Responder goes completely unanswered and my opponent's got nothing off that Epiphany, we still look not super favorable because we're at 4 and we're going to be at 2. But, I mean, it's what we got to do. All right. Still not dead. We go to 2. All right. Doesn't do much, but if we can get in here, we're looking good. So we get to untap Mage Ring whenever we want, I guess. And it's not going to be an easy battle. Not going to be an easy battle unless if our opponent draws lands for the rest of the game. We got a route to victory here. Being at 2 life is pretty scary against a deck that you know is running Lightning Javelin and a bunch of token producers with a Warhorn out. Disciple of the Ring. I haven't even seen this. Exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Wow. That card seems insane. This is actually the first time in 53 drafts I've seen this card. Yeah, he just wins now. That's insane. He just exiles these and I mean, yeah, he just has to tap down Orchard Spirit and we die, unfortunately. Wow. I guess I'm going to try and use as much of my opponent's clock as possible because we're ahead on time, but we're very dead. I mean, it's not really going to cost him that much time, though. It's the problem. I mean, we're dead anyway. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just take it. I don't have to untap. I can't. He could tap it. Even if he didn't tap it, I'd still die. Wow. That was rough. Wow. Our opponent's deck is very good. This is going to be a tough match. So we got to draw really hot to beat our opponent, I think. I think we actually have a really bad matchup here. Mostly because he's got a lot of removal. His Warhorn is really good in his deck. And our cards like Vile, Flare, and Swift Reckoning are actually just dreadful against him. They're just not good. I wish I had something better. I just don't. I could do Battle Priest. Yeah, Battle Priest actually seems important for life gain. I probably run that over the Sentinel. I kind of need life gain. I feel like our opponent just beats down hard. So we'll bring in the life gainer 6-drop. And I think that's all I've got. I'm not going to play Prism Ring. Yeah, Angel's Tomb doesn't look very good either, unfortunately, just because not only does he have token blockers, but we need blockers, and this thing just can't block. I don't think Healing Hands is good enough. It's just going to be one of those tough matches. Nothing to be done about it. So let's. I mean, I could play Sentinel and Battle Priest. Maybe cut Gorger. I could see that actually. Having multiple flyers seems better. All right, let's do it. This is a tough match. Play first. Gotta keep it. All right. Opponent mulligan, so it's helpful. Majoring Responder is kind of a dead card in our hand, though, for a long time. Foundry looks good. So at least we got the Foundry of the consoles. That's a good matchup against his like Gearcrafter and his even his Warhorn. It's not the worst against stuff like that. So our opponent's fairly effectively tempoing us with Disperse Plan, but he's down 4 cards now. We're still building towards a Majoring Responder. And the only removal we've really seen out of him is Burn Spells and Disperses. And one Claustrophobia. But Claustrophobia does not answer Responder. Okay. Nothing to be done about that. I wish it was Renowned. If it was Renowned, I could get in a Shrouding Mist to bring it all back. Well, that was a good draw. Let's go. Yeah, I guess the nice thing about this, too, is he has Fiery Impulse mana up, but we still got to play Hydra here. I think we're gonna flare the Drake. Ah, man, what a bummer. Bummer. Opponent's mulliganing and still just, unfortunately, drawing the right cards at the right time. Disperse, Impulse, Claustrophobia. At least he's down to 2 cards left, and we've got a great plan coming up. We're absolutely going to Celestial Flare this Drake, despite the fact that it can't block. He's got so many tokens in there that it just is absolutely necessary, in my opinion. Although his Mythic is going to be a problem too. Is he going to just drop that on? Yeah, that's unfortunate, but... So now I regret it, but regret happens in this game. So let's go Foundry. We're going to crack that, and then we're going to drop Tactician next turn, I guess. Actually, I guess we're going Responder next turn, aren't we? Now I just have so many regrets about that Celestial Flare play. I should have thought for one more second. At least he can't counter. Yeah, he can't counter our stuff. I can't. Actually, I got to play Tactician. Otherwise, I can't even play Responder. So let's just play Tactician and pass. That just tempos us so well. Just such a good tempo against us. All right, Warhorn actually isn't the worst. And maybe he buffs this guy. No, I doubt it. I guess it's just +1/+1 until end of turn. So we're going to take 4 here at least. Opponent's only got 1 card left. I'm hoping it's not anything of substance, I guess. I don't know. Because we're going to try and cast a Majoring Responder here. People ask if I'm streaming often. I actually don't stream very much. I'm much more of just recording draft videos. All right. What do we got? All right. No choice. Got to go for the responder play here. But like I said, the major issue with responder is he gets 2 turns of making us just tap out by paying 1 mana by tapping our guy. It's so brutal. That is brutal. So he gets to just exile, tap down, swing for 4 at least. I guess if he swings into it, he's got Lightning Javelin, which is still going to be an issue. Oh, man. That's such a bummer. Do you know how much that hurts my heart right now that I just got demolished on my majoring responder? Wow. This is a brutal game. This is a brutal match. That is heartbreaking. That is absolutely heartbreaking. Um, I can't even. God, that sucks. Even with this land, I don't have the mana to play Recluse and bust Foundry, and I'm just so far behind on this race. Man, biggest regret of my life. That Celestial Flare is such a brutal regret. I mean, maybe I still wouldn't have found the opportunity to cast it on the Disciple. All right. I honestly, I think the plan is bust Foundry and chump block because he's going to get to the point of no return, which he's like super close to, by the way, where we can't just, we can hardly even, we're not even going to be able to block it. Like he just taps everything and gets in for lethal. So we're in a tough spot here. This is tough. We're very close to dead. I might have just wanted to leave the. I can't even. The problem is I can't even leave the tactician back. He can just buff his guy. Swift Reckoning here would be just so beautiful. I would love and appreciate a Swift Reckoning deck. Let's see if I can't get that called shot Swift Reckoning. Gearcrafter's really brutal, especially with Warhorn out, but nothing to be done. I think we're actually just very close to dead here. There it is. Oh, what a necessary called shot. Wait a second. So he can make us pay an extra 6? Oh my god, that's so brutal. So brutal. So brutal. Can make us pay an extra 6. I think we have to get rid of the cards in his yard, though, right? Like, how do I beat this? This card is so good. I have to do it. I'm actually just dead if I don't. I take 9 damage. I guess I'm not dead, but he could tap us down and deal. Like, I have to basically do this and make him. God, this card's good. Oh my god. What a brutal mythic. Oh my god. And I'm 1 mana short from paying it off. That's the heartbreaking part. He has Xaxes the right cards to make us pay an extra 6. Wow. Yeah, I've never been exposed to this mythic before. This card is ridiculous. And once again, I feel like a fool for cracking the Foundry, but how was I to predict that it was going to come down to me? Oh, wait. Untap target creature. I think he did the wrong mode. Oh, no, he didn't. He did an even more brutal play that I didn't predict. He did even more brutal. He had like multiple ways to stop us there. I didn't even think about that. This card is insane. This card is absolutely insane. Oh my god, is that card insane. In fact, when I was attacking the tactician, I'm so stupid. I probably had just attacked into a disciple that he could have untapped. So why didn't he just untap and eat my guy? I mean, I totally would have just gotten. I would have gotten worked there. Right? Was he? There's no way he was tapped out. He wasn't tapped out the last couple turns, so he could have just eaten my tactician and didn't. And by the way, I am actually just 100% out of answers for Disciple the Ring at this point. I can't even triple block it to kill it. He just makes it a 5/6. This is one of the harshest value beatdowns I've ever been exposed to. In terms of one card doing everything. In terms of one card doing everything. Our opponent mulligan too, and is just so outvaluing us. Like, was my play wait? I didn't even have spell mastery, so it's not like I could do an instant speed one. If I did, there might have been a better play there. But wow. Holy jeez, is this a tough match. I mean, it's not target creature, is it? Okay, at least only Disciple the Ring gets the buff. So, trade with the Gear Crafter. And we only take 6 damage? What am I drawing here? Gets to re-equip, and I'm playing Chump Bloxies for the rest of the game? That seems really difficult. Alright, Battle Priest buys some time. I like it. Should I swing? I mean, I guess technically I can triple block. No, wait. No, I can. Okay, I can triple block his Disciple. Let's keep him at bay then. Because he doesn't have an instant or sorcery, and I don't know how we beat a Disciple. Starfish too? Jeez. Alright. Alright. Getting some stuff. I like it. Need all the stuff we can get. I could have attacked. No, I don't think we can attack there. I really can't. I could have attacked with a Thopter. I don't love it, though. He might as well have upkeeped Starfish, I think. Alright, Vile, loving it. Ooh. That's a spicy meatball. So, I could Vile turn this. No, I guess not. We can crash for 9 here, though. I think crashing for 9 seems good. Because I can chump block Disciple if I need to. So let's say he gets an instant or sorcery like a Disperse. Actually, let's keep the Thopter back, because this is 50% of his life. Anyway. Although, no, I can just vial his disciple if he gets a... So he can't kill us? Yeah, we're actually crashing here. Like, the fact that I drew vial there is actually super significant. Because now, even if he digs with Starfish, we turn off Disciple attack. That's all that matters. And I don't even have to turn off the Disciple attack either. Okay. We actually drew pretty well. We drew ourselves back into this game. Like, he's got a chump next turn. See, like, I would prefer to not use Vial until my turn, so I can turn off the block there and just crash with everything but my Recluse, I guess. Maybe the Recluse, too. Subterranean Scout. That's actually not that big of a deal. Did he top? I should have looked. Put a card on the bottom. All right, so he's still digging. He can't really attack with Thopter, though, can he? I'm trying to think if we turn off Disciple here, because he could have Lightning Javelin, and I don't want to necessarily be forced to chump Disciple. I think that we... Actually, no, because I want to use Vial on a Thopter, don't I? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to chump block a Disciple. We're going to turn off his Thopter block. He's attacking with the Thopter? Wasn't expecting that. All right. It's pretty brutal. So he has to bounce the Battle Priest, though? Guess not. So wait. He's taken 4 flying. Vial still doesn't quite do it. Ouch. Ouchie. Ouch. All right, so I have to do some math. We're both at 5. I swing for 4. He goes to 1. I use Vial during his combat step to turn off Disciple of the Ring. I can't crash with Tactician, or I definitely die on defense. Do I have to leave Thopter? I think I do. So I turn off Vial. He swings with everything. I have to block 2 of his guys, which means I think I can only swing with... Well, I guess not. I can swing with Battle Priest and Thopter. And that maybe... And that might actually be lethal. Like... Yeah, I think this is actually right. I mean, we're going to die to burn regardless, I think. I could leave the Thopter back and protect myself against a Flame Javelin. Which he hasn't cast any of this game, is that right? Jeez. So he's just digging hard for that. He gets to end of turn and upkeep Starfish too. Jeez. This seems like a tough one to win. We're going to do our best. All right, so I can't crash with Tactician. If I crash with Thopter... I don't think I have to crash with Thopter, though, do I? I just get in with Battle Priest, because he's only got 1 flying blocker anyway. I'm turning this off on attacks. Yeah, I think we just swing with Battle Priest. Because if I swing with Thopter, I feel like there's a way to protect myself from a potential Lightning Javelin kill here. So I have to Vial his Disciple. And like I said, he gets the double dig here with Starfish, which is just so brutal. Which is just so brutal. All right, bottom. Let's see if he upkeeps. I mean, certainly to his advantage. He didn't, which I think was a mistake, especially since he bottomed. So now we just Vial, turn off Disciple. And we should have lethal on Crackback with the Spirit and the Priest. Okay. If his last card's Lightning Javelin, we're just dead. That sucks. All right. Turn off Disciple attacks. But I feel like we lose to Javelin anyway. Because he can just tap down a flyer, you know. See how he swings. He's got to swing with everything if he's dead. I've only got 3 blockers anyway, so let's do some blocking here. Guess the blocks are this. No, actually. How do I unblock? Oh. Gotta block like that. So is there any difference between taking 4 or 2 here? Opponent mulls or is conceded? I don't know why opponent conceded there. I had a tough block. I didn't even finish my block. Why did he concede? He did only have 42 seconds, but that was enough time to win. I am like, my mind is blown that we won this match. Like, our opponent seemed so heavily favored there. We just ripped. What was our? How did we rip the cards? I'm trying to think of the order exactly how it went. I'm gonna have to look back at that. But it was like, it worked so perfect. And the Battle Priest switch from sideboard for the Sentinel was like so clutch. Although, would we have dealt 2 extra damage? Maybe it wasn't clutch. I'm not sure now. But we ripped like flyer, pumper, which was just crazy. I can't believe we won this match. We seemed so destined to die when this thing started doing some craziness. Wow. This Disciple of the Ring, this card seems unbelievable in Limited. What an amazing card. Okay. Amazed we got the victory here. We'll see you in round 2.